Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the Object 261. It's the Tier 10 Soviet SPG. This one's located on the west front of Outpost, and it's under the command of, well, somebody who hasn't been seen on this channel before. 4419 Piggy Jeff is actually a new account by an old name. Yes, Sep Von Awa has got a new identity, and he's using his second account. Two Arty on either team. Whoa! He goes backwards directly over, and he's being joined by a back chat 155.58. It's a tier 10 only game. Now he's got the 18cm howitzer, which, as you know, is capable of doing 800 alpha and 45mm of pen. The enemy's making a quick run towards the castle. They've got in there first. Now, will he be able to put a shot in there to damage that guy? Well, he had a red line there, and in fact he's got a red line there as well, which makes it difficult for him to get a shot on target. Because there's something blocking the shot, so he has to change position if he's going to get one in on the enemy. It seems that the Batchat 155.58 found the right position straight away. He's already fired one round in. Okay, well, this time round we've got a Rheinmetall Panzerwagen. We're almost fully dialed in. He fires. That was very close to where the Panzerwagen was last seen, so he might have done some damage. And now he's got a better angle. But that M48 pattern's not sticking around. He doesn't want to. It also looks like that CS63 went into the castle grounds, but expected somebody from our team to come around the corner and try and displace him. Instead, we're going to fire at the IS-7 and 267 from Splash. Yeah, so Piggy Jeff has actually been working his way up through all of the lines, and well, he's definitely got up on the Soviet line. Obviously, not everyone likes the Soviet line, but it is actually good for the Object 261, which is a brilliant Arty. Oh, that was a penetrating shot. And it looks like he hit the gun shield on the Grilla 15. So that guy's really going to be angry about that. Not nice to get hit on the gun shield. Such a small gun shield. But he actually managed to get the shell to land on it. Well, the pattern came up again. And now look at this. This EBR 105 has managed to get round to our side. Whoa. He took 2 rounds that got close to him. I don't think he'll be trying that again, unless, of course, he's after more damage to himself. Sometimes your enemy lights might decide to do a rash thing and dive straight through enemy territory. He fired the round in. Got some splash. 256 off that one. Looks like our EBR is being a more conventional spotter in that he's actually gone to the center just to spot in a bush. But look at this, he's found the Manticore. We're almost loaded. That Manticore could be in for a really bad day any second. Rounds up. And it's a direct hit. The Manticore took that one and it was a hit. It did contact the hull, and therefore the Manticore is missing a lot of hit points because that is more than likely going to penetrate. Remember, the penetration on these rounds is 45mm, and the Manticore doesn't have that much in the way of armor. It's a light tank. It's not supposed to have that sort of armor. But you can see that Sep has decided he's going to reposition himself, or I should say Piggy Jeff, as he's known. He's going to reposition himself so he can get a better angle on the enemy. And there's the Manticore, and he's missing a huge chunk of hit points. And I suspect that was mainly down to Sep. Rounds out. Well, it was near him when he was departing, but he was going rather quickly. So he might not have actually got any damage off that one, but we're only one down on the enemy, but it's been a good game so far. That one, he felt that. E4 just died. Our IS-7 got him. Meanwhile, Looking elsewhere for targets. Our teammates aren't spotting that many, but the Panzerwagen's moved up, and there's the Heshbon. And that's a direct hit and penetrating shot on the turret of the Heshbon. 881 hit points. That's a high roll. And he's just been hit by the other Arty. The batch at 155, 58 got one in, but the kill shot actually went to the Panzerwagen. Okay, who's next? The Patton. Direct hit. 222. One thing I do love about the Object 261 is the way it's such a fast reloader. I mean, the rounds don't have much in the way of damage, 800 damage, well, it's still good, but the standard reload is 30.68 seconds. And you can see here that Sepp's got a reload of about 25. I should say Piggy Jeff. I don't really want to use his real name, but such an accurate hit as well. Right in the side of the turret and on the bustle as well. I would expect that that one probably damaged his ammo rack. If it didn't, it probably damaged the loader or the commander. He fires blind. We're still one down on the enemy, and that Patton's decided to push. Unfortunately, we're now getting a red line because we're very close to the hill in front of us, and trying to shoot over that hill is difficult because you can try to get the shell to loop up over the hill and land. And of course, the Object 261's got a very shallow trajectory, so that makes it much more difficult. But we can definitely hit this E5. Remember last time we hit the side of the turret? Rounds up. Well, that hit the gun, actually. It looked like it impacted on the gun. And I think we got a critical hit on the guns, which may have slowed him down or damaged his accuracy. You can see that it was right at the end of the barrel, right at the front of the barrel, I should say. Yeah, you can see the mark. There's the Manticore, and he's running for his life. He's very low on hit points. And in fact, actually, our Centurion Action 10 gets the kill on him. So the enemy seems to have most of the north of the map, whereas we've got most of the south of the map. And we're still one down on them, and they're pushing towards our cap. Our E4 decides that he wants to go around the corner, and he takes out the 50B. So that evens the score up again, but now the E5 comes around the corner. Right, he's trying to tell the guy fall back so he can actually put a round in and damage the E5 for him and stun him. Rounds out. Direct hit. Good shot. 304. Unfortunately, it looks like it may have hit the tracks, and that's why he didn't get a penetrating shot. But it's making it easier for the E4 to reload, get a shot, pull back, and let's Piggy Jeff get a shot on target. In the meantime, as Wizzy 113 makes himself available for us. Rounds out. Oh, that's good. That tagged him on the rear. 440 hit points. We're 2 down on the enemy now, so there's only 4 of us left. 2 RT, a tank destroyer, and a medium tank. But the tank destroyer is an E4. The Leopard is the medium tank, and he's just taken care of an IS-7, which is good news. Now we just got to deal with this Leopard. Unfortunately, that guy just killed our E3. Or is it the 113 got the kill? And it's potentially, we've got a Gauze medal, which means we've done 8 times the hit points of our own vehicle. But we're down to 3 players now, and there's 5 on the enemy team. Yes, so it's not looking so good. That Leopard's working hard. But the Batchat, he looks like he's going to run down the south end of the map. And, oh, we've got the E5 coming in. He wants some revenge, and we've got a red line, which means obviously something is blocking the shot. He's looking for the Arties, and he can't find them. So what we should do at this moment is depart, get the hell out of Dodge. We don't need to protect the cap area. We can do that from a distance if the Leopard spots for us. We need to get out of the way of that E5's gun. And unfortunately, we get hit by the Leopard on the enemy team instead. There's the Wizzy. We fired. Oh! And look at that. He did get the kill by that guy. It looks like he didn't get the kill because it was the Batchat 155-58 that took out the Wizzy, but it was the Wizzy that killed us. And now it's 2 versus 3. And the enemy team has got 1 heavy tank and 2 Artys. There's the Leopard, there's the heavy tank. Now he's just working out, can he get help from the Arty? Ideally, in circumstances like this, the Arty becomes a force multiplier. Well, he gets 1 shot into the tracks. If the Arty can help us, and unfortunately, the Arty's got his own problems at hand because he's having to deal with the enemy Batchat 155-58. And it looks like, yes, our guy got their guy with a reload. And that's a kill shot. And that changes the whole battle now because there's only an Object 261 left on the enemy team. And this one will become a victory. So I think Piggy Jeff left it a bit late to get out of dodge when he got killed, but he was faced with insurmountable obstacles. He was hit by 2 different tanks, or 2 tanks fired from different directions, the Leopard and of course the Wizzy 113. So there was no chance he was going to get away with that one, but the Batchat managed to get out of dodge. He left early enough, and of course now it's just a matter of this Object 261. And oh, this could be fun. And that is the end of the game, and that's a victory. Here's the end of battle stats, and that was a 3rd class tank of 4419 Piggy Jeff in the Object 261. I think you're going to find out why it's a 3rd class and not an ace tank in a short while. He managed to get a Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 15. He got a Gauze medal for doing more damage, exceeding 8 times the hit points of his own vehicle. And he also got a Confederate as well, for hitting more of the enemy than anyone else on his team. In fact, you can see from this list of enemy tanks that were hit that he actually didn't get a single kill in the game, but he did spread the Arty love all around. And you can also see that he got a high win rate of 4,015, which is Super Unicum standard. So let's have a look at team score and see what the situation is. Well, he definitely got the highest damage in the game. Yes, 5,097 hit points of damage went to Piggy Jeff, but it wasn't 20% of the enemy hit pool, and that's why he didn't get the high caliber. Second highest damage in the game went to the Leopard 1, who got the final shot. He got 4,430. And the third highest happened to be the Leopard 1 on the enemy team, the guy who actually got that shot in. And you can, I also know there's a reason why that guy actually did get angry and fire that shot. Tank sniper that guy managed to get. But yes, he had a reason for actually hitting Piggy Jeff. So anyway, let's go through the rest of the results. We can see our Leopard 1, yes, it's not bad actually. The Batchat 155-58 got 2,050, so a fraction of the amount of damage that Piggy Jeff did, but that's because Piggy Jeff obviously is an experienced player who knows what he's doing, and therefore he was racking up the damage as fast as he could. When it came to kills, you can see top scorer was the Leopard 1, 5 kills to him. 4 kills went to the Wizzy 113 GFT, and 2 kills went to the Batchat 155-58, the E4 and Centurion Action 10. And on the enemy team, their E5, their IS-7, and their Manticore all managed to get 2 kills apiece. Only 7 players on the enemy team managed to get kills. And when it came to base XP, we can see Piggy Jeff actually got joint third because the IS-7 got the same amount as he did. Yeah, top scorer was the Leopard 1, 1,035, the only one to get over 1,000 base. 778 went to the Batchat 155-58 in second, and 760 for the IS-7 and for Piggy Jeff. He fired 17 rounds, so he only had 3 rounds left when he got killed. He got 9 direct hits on the enemy and 3 penetrating shots, and that explains, I'm afraid, why the Leopard 1 had such a hard-on for him. Yes, look at that. 962 hit points of damage on that Leopard 1. One penetrating shot. That's why he had such a... He really did want to get revenge on Piggy Jeff, and unfortunately he hit him, and then just shortly after that, the Wizzy 113 GFT also fired, and that's why he was out the game. But he did get a penetrating shot on the Gorilla 15 as well. 737 hit points on that guy. That's a low roll. And he hit the Heshbon with 881 hit points, and that hit the turret, and that was a penetrating shot as well. That's a high roll. Go back to the detail. We can see that he managed to get, 5,097 hit points of damage, all of it at more than 300 meters. 2 hits received, one from the Leopard, then from the Wizzy 113. 10 enemy vehicles damaged, no kills, but he got 770 of damage assist and 692 of stun assist off 14 stuns, and that's why he didn't get the ace tanker. There was just not enough assist out of that game to make the ace. He did suffer a loss as well, 36,096 credits on a free-to-play account. He got 7 bonds out of it though, and he got 3,800 experience points, including a mission completion of 3,040. So a very exciting game by 4419 Piggy Jeff, otherwise known as Sepp, who's well known to everyone. And a very interesting game. And I always love a game where Arty can have a significant effect upon the end of the game, where working with another one of their team, especially a light tank or even a medium tank, or even a heavy tank for that matter, but working with their team, they can actually bring about the victory by pinning down the enemy and making it easier for our guy to get the kill shot that wins the game. Hope you enjoyed that one. If you did, please give this video a like, and thanks for watching.